welcome back for another Dokkan battle video. So we have got a global and JP Dokkan, like, shared kind of dual Dokkan fest here. I've actually seen a lot of complaints, a lot of concerns from global players about the fact that this is going to be a global and JP at the same time. I want to take a similar position that I took in December. I remember when the celebration details for the Blue Kaioken Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta, sort of celebration came out on global, it didn't, like, seem like it was that good. It instantly, global players jumped into the sky is falling thing, and I was saying, like, let's, like, wait to see the full celebration details and stuff like that before we can really say for sure. And then, of course, like, some of the missing Super Battle Road stages came, and the celebration ended up turning out being good, right? So, like, right now, there are, like, many things we have to sort of wait to see before we can really say for sure if this is a monster W. Right now, I would say Dokkan is definitely trending in the right direction. I can understand a lot of cynical, like, perspective from a lot of global players, right? Because of the fact that global has been really downtrending in 2021. I think there's no denying the fact that global has just been like the freezing frost wasteland desert, not doing too good. But the thing is, JP during 2021 has been literally on fire and, like, nearly perfect in every way. My only complaint is I feel like they're spamming too many non-hype characters too quickly, too close together. That's really the only thing. Easy A's, there's been like 60 Easy A's in 2021 on JP. Celebrations have been good. 6-year anniversary was universally agreed upon as the best Dokkan celebration ever. So I think I understand, again, why global players would be concerned about this, but this is like Golden Week 2021. This is going to be a good celebration. This is going to be a really, really big one and a really good one for both global and JP, right? I don't, like, all these things, the GT Legendary Goku event, B-Pan's EZA, like, all of these things are coming to global as well. There's no way I think that they're going to hold any of this back. Keep in mind that this Golden Week celebration is going to carry on. Like, this basically is it's a May dual Dokkan Fest, right? Because dual Dokkan Fests go for like a full month. So this is the Dokkan Fest that's going to go the entirety of May. I think JP and Global probably will see a new Dokkan Fest on like May 30th or 31st. Global will very likely, I think, get Trunks and Goten. JP might get, like, I don't know, like a Dragon Fist Super Saiyan 3 Goku, or maybe like Baby or something like that. I don't know. That's probably what will happen at the end of May, right? Now, Goku Day, we know, is when the Legendary Goku event, the GT Legendary Goku event, is going to drop. Again, I assume this is going to be for both Global and JP Dokkan. I think so. 2 years ago, only JP got it. But 2 years ago, Global and JP had completely different celebrations going on, right? Keep in mind that Gohan and Goten were out on Global, but not on JP, right? So it's kind of like Global got the big time units. Goresh has said repeatedly, the only time JP players ever really lost their mind and were really upset about a Global first was LR Tech Broly. Apparently that was the one where it was just non-stop complaining, like, how could like Dokkan do this to us, like releasing Tech Broly on Global first, right? But then JP got the content. This time, there's actually, like, no reason. Like, it is a supreme global shaft if the Legendary Goku event GT1 does not show up on May 9th. But I just feel like that's like not even realistic. Like, I absolutely think global is going to be getting the GT Legendary Goku event, right? Along with a bunch of EZAs. Perhaps we could. They don't typically do this in, like, May. Well, I guess they did. They dropped LRUI Goku for Global last year, and, you know, they did drop LR Tech Broly for Global 2 years ago. So maybe the second half of May, we will see some sort of GT summonable LR for both Global and JP. But I have no idea what it's going to be. I just don't know. Like, because, again, this Goku and Vegeta, we still don't completely know what they're like. And that's another reason I think it's not a good idea to, like, really, like, I'm seeing people saying, like, oh, Global's not going to get tickets, there's not going to be this, there's not going to be that, the banners are going to suck. It's like, dude, we literally don't even know what the units are yet. Like, to say that the banners are going to suck, we're really getting ahead of ourselves, right? Like, for all we know, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is going to be on JP and Global's banners, right? Who knows? Like, I don't know what the banners are going to look like. I assume that the LR Super Saiyan 4s at least are going to be on there, and I assume there's going to be at least 8 featured units, though. I would say that's very, very likely to be the case. All right, so let's go ahead and hop in. I just want to see what people like are sort of thoughts are. I want to try and move quickly because like if I look, there's like 500 replies in like 2 hours, 431. So I want to try and move fast. Big win for Global as long as there's plenty of new events. Yeah, okay. Basically, as long as the celebrations are the same, my boy Hazing thinks it's gonna be good. Listen, I am quite certain that all the same events are going to be there. The one that I know is only going to be on JP is Patan Battle. We did see in V-Jump that Patan Battle is getting a new set, presumably for this Golden Week celebration. I see nothing indicating that Global is going to be getting Patan Battle. So that would be sort of a JP exclusive. I could also potentially see a support memory like coming to JP as well. Maybe they would, sort of like renew one of the Baby Saga story events or something like that and put a support memory in there. I think that's very likely as well. Complaining about tickets, especially after the past 6 months, is idiotic. Only legitimate complaint is a coin update. Okay. So this is a major concern right here for sure. This banner, if it wasn't going to come out right now, it would come out, in November? The coin update, I think, is probably going to drop sometime in May in Global based upon previous, version update histories and stuff like that, right? So this banner, this Dual Dokkan Fest, is going to be out before the coin update on Global. So if you have, dude, they're spamming, again, LR Super Saiyan 4s are probably going to be on here. Very basic units like Gotenks, Boo, Trunks, Zamasu, the Goku and Vegeta, Dual Dokkan Fest. A very basic, transforming Goku, Vegeta, Frieza, very basic characters like that, I would expect to be littered through these banners. So if you have several of those characters rainbowed, you really, as a Global player, need to strongly consider, dude, the fact that you really should not summon, and instead wait and try and save for the coin mechanic. Again, I know people people get so mad. How are you going to tell me to save? Because the game is designed to get you to spend money, right? They want you to stupidly, like a dumbass, summon on every banner, pull nothing good, and then you either buy stones, but, some people quit playing, right? You need to be very wise with how you spend your stones. Waiting for the coin mechanic is a very good idea. By the way, we have no idea about tickets or anything. Again, it's very early to even be talking about that. Remember that JP just got a new section added? I would not be surprised if very similar Peel-Off Trove pack type shit comes out on both Global and JP for this celebration. It's going to be very interesting if all of a sudden JP is doing the Global exclusive tickets as well during Golden Week, and then Global is getting them also. That's best case scenario. That would be insanity. We'll see what will happen. Instead of picking them up in November, they come now. Get shafted all the way up till November when they come out again. Another banner, use coins in them. Well, I mean, again, but who knows when these units are going to return, right? 7th year anniversary very well could be GT, yep. Testing the water. Yeah, tickets are possible for both games. Exactly. That's the point I just made. I agree. I think we could see some sort of almost Peel-Off Trove type pack thing come to JP for this. Hope it means Bandai's planning on merging JP and Global. Maybe. I've actually seen some people talk about the possibility that version Z could be introducing the games onto the same timeline. And it's man, I mean, we'll see how things play out. But this is big. Maybe they are. Listen, too. Again, I have to collect another W. People are going to get salty. Oh, there he goes with his ego. Blah, 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 blah. I was telling y'all, Global firsts are trouble. Every time they do a Global first, it's a massive, I feel failure in terms of general happiness of the Global player base, right? Because they're always screwing things up. They'll do a Global first celebration, then it comes to JP, and JP gets way more content, extra banners, extra units, shit like that all the time. Seems as though they're more capable when it's a unit coming out on both versions at the same time, rather than Global first and JP later, right? Typically, that does work out better. I mean, we just saw this with LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan as well, right? If they introduce the tickets or discounts to JP, would be sick. I mean, yeah, I would save thousands, so I would not mind. Yeah, but again, we've got to see the celebration details first, right? If the celebration details come out and, only JP's getting all the shit, then yeah, it sucks. It's huge Global shaft for sure, right? But Like, keep in mind, I am not a global hater. Like, my entire audience, like 99% of y'all, are global players, not JP Dokkan players. I want Global Dokkan to be doing good, dude. Good concept instead of normal Super Saiyan 4s. Well, sure. I mean, keep in mind that none of these units have good animations at all. Even no Super Saiyan 4, besides in Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, even has decent anime. All their animations pretty much suck. I mean, Tech Super Saiyan 4 Goku's is okay. The LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta, they're like okay, right? But even their active skills are just like okay. So like all those cards can be redone. Can't get hyped over units on Google because 90%, yeah, JP gets first. So this is the thing, like, it's very easy for people to say, oh, I like Videl. But, you know, when Videl's coming out on Global in 4 months, people are just not going to care, right? Because Videl's been out for months. She's already not, she's a non-hype, non-Saiyan, right? Like, people can say whatever they want to, but, like, Saiyans carry the hype. You're watching Dragon Ball to watch Super Saiyans transform and chat it out and fight each other, right? Like, that's the point of Dragon Ball. So well, at least it became the point of Dragon Ball, right? Once they sort of moved a bit away from the adventure aesthetic that was going on in the OG, right? Yeah, okay, I agree with Skarmory. This is a huge portion of this celebration. We need to see these two both easy, I think. So, this could be a step towards getting both versions lined up. By the way, the recent, like, LR sort of, like, rerun banners Global just had is not something that necessarily would push Global back in the timeline or stall Global out or anything like that. Like, unless they dropped LR Tapion at the same time as JP, there was nothing to put in that spot. They couldn't have put another Dokkan Fest. Like, that would be insanity. Like, what they're gonna drop Trunks and Goten, like, like 5 days ago? So, like, you know, it would be like, Paikon and Janemba were on, like, the 2nd or the 3rd or something like that. Then they're going to drop, like, Trunks and Goten on the 20th. And then, like, Goku and Vegeta on, like, the 27th or the 28th. Like, that's just insanity. There'd be 5 Dokkan Fest exclusives in April release. Like, that's unrealistic to the max, right? So, like, those two, like, 2 LR banners, LR Rose and LR Vegeta, were, like, nothing. It was just, like, to fill up a week time, like, not a week time slot as in, like, low in strength, but just, like, a 7-day span. Like, they just wanted to get a couple of banners up for that time, right? But that doesn't push Global back at all. Yeah, I mean, again, it always looks like the versions are going to be lined up and stuff like that, and then they always sort of, like, keep it from happening. So things do look good for that being the case, but let's not go super crazy and actually expect it to happen. Let's temper expectations at least a little bit. I guess, yeah, a lot of people, this I can see is the main point that's going to come out of this is, like, now, again, it does look at least realistic now, right? For sure. Don't have the celebration info almost 100%. We're not going to get a few things on Global. Well, yeah, see, like, this is just the general, like, mood and tone of Global players, right? I understand 2021 has not been the greatest, but keep in mind that 2021 on JP has been pure flames. I think both versions are going to be getting this good stuff. Makes the game and community better. Yes. I think it's much healthier for the community and the game overall when stuff's coming out at the same time. I mean, here's the thing, too. Like, people go, like, oh, it's sad because we don't have time to build up stones. Like, well, okay, it's the fucking point, right? Like, one thing we got to keep in mind, the game wants you to spend money. They want you to spend money. They want the banners to be enticing to summon on. So people, like, that's not a complaint. Like, there's too many good banners, or there's too many characters I want to summon on, then that means they're doing things correctly. That's what they are supposed to be doing, because they want to get you to spend money, right? That's why you have to be smart. And unless you're a mega whale like me, you can't summon on every banner. You know, do your singles all day long, you're going to pull garbage. You're going to pull one LR in a year of doing singles, and you're like, oh, singles are so good. No, they suck, right? Go for the guaranteed units. Save your stones for the big-time banners. Let's see what these banners look like, right? These could be the 2 best units in the game by far. What if they're better than LR UI Goku, LR Evolution Vegeta? Let's just wank the shit out of them to the universal moon or whatever the hell, right? Let's just say they're super mega crazy good like that. If their banners are the worst banners ever, I'll still tell people to skip. Because it's not just about the new unit, but the entire quality of the banner itself, right? So it is early, you know, to be like, oh, I'm definitely skipping, or I might skip, or something like that. Like, we have to see the banners first. More hype overall, I agree. No, I would say there's no chance of this happening. I just don't think so. I don't. If the games celebrate things together, no more global shafts. I agree for the most part. This probably would be the case. If the games were caught up and everything was coming out at the same time, global shaft would just be a dead meme at that point. Yep. Hopefully, they don't mess things up. Simultaneous release for Goku Day. Yes, for sure. This is gonna be Goku Day is gonna be everything on Global and JP at the same time. I think so. Okay. No. Videl is actually very easy to figure out, right? So we now know Global's schedule until like October. This is very simple, right? So again, Goku and Vegeta are coming out on 27th, 28th. Maybe we'll see an LR around like the 15th or something like that. Trunks and Goten probably the 30th or 31st for Global. I think Tapion will probably be like the 15th to the 18th, LR Tapion. Then you get Evolution Blue Vegeta and UI Goku on like the 7th to the 9th range. Then Videl will be the start of August, like July 31st or something like that. And then you go right to the Worldwide Download Celebration at the end of August. So like we actually know the entire schedule for Global going all the way through like that. Like I would be shell-shocked if like what I just said didn't turn out to be true in some way, right? Like I feel like that's exactly like that we know now. Like we kept saying like, oh, we don't know what's gonna happen in May, Global First, what's gonna happen. This is it. This is the Global First right here. This Goku and Vegeta, this dual Dokkan festival, right? It's just happening on JP at the same time. Dragon Ball Legends GT tag players probably crying. I don't get it. Well, GT is buffing, like, Legends been buffing GT as well. I mean, they did a bad job with that LF Super Saiyan 4 Goku, but they're trying as well. The meme of Global finally catching up is over. Okay. I disagree with Brandon, like, saying there is no way. I don't agree with that, right? Oh, trust me, they could hit the stop button on Global so fast. Brandon, don't say that. I mean, yeah, I'd say it's reasonable, but let's again, cautiously optimistic is good. Nice for you not to wait half a year for these units. Yep, yeah, because Golden Week units typically are the worst, right? Where it's like they'll come out in April on GP and then November on Global. That's just they're so long away. Yeah, 7-year anniversary. That, like, if the games are gonna catch up, 7th anniversary, I think, would be the target spot. Like that would be ideal. The ideal scenario is that the 7-year anniversary celebration would take place on both versions at the same time, if they are gonna catch up. Like, don't expect, like, oh, they're gonna be caught up, like, in 3 months or something. No. Target the 7th year anniversary. January of 2022 is when we could see it happen. Dude, Tonic, I cannot, I wish it wasn't another Goku and Vegeta. Should have been Goku and Baby or Super 17. Listen, Tonic. Sure, Baby and Super 17 need their shine and stuff. Yeah, I got it. I want Saiyans! Dude, they just gave us Pikkon, Janemba, Videl, Tapion, bruh. I want Goku. I want Vegeta. I want Broly. I want Gogeta. I want Vegito. I do not want another, like, oh, it's time for Dokkan Fest Bulma. Like, that'll be fine later on, right? We just did a million non-hype, like, LRs and Dokkan Fest and stuff like that. So how about we go ahead and do some hype stuff? Let's do the big guns, all right? And then we can get back to, some of the lesser characters, right? Because even Baby and Super 17 certainly are not what I don't think they're popular villains. Baby, I see Baby as, like, definitely seems like he's thought of very favorably. But, I mean, Super 17, I don't know that he's an iconic character or anything like that, right? By the way, this seems like this is going to be a big celebration here, right? Like, Global and JP same time, dual Dokkan Fest. Major celebrations, dude. This is what they're doing. Like, big time Saiyans, because these are the moneymakers right here. Goku and Vegeta. They bring in the dollars. And major celebrations, this is where this game really cashes in the revenue, right? So they're never going to do, like, Super 17 or Baby for some of these bigger celebrations. I mean, typically, I don't know what they were, like, Gotenks and Boo was such an L last year, and I still think Pikkon and Janemba is a horrible pick for a dual Dokkan Fest as well, right? But like they really want to print their money during these big time celebrations. One thing you can tell is that like Anniversary, they've never had an extreme class character since the first year anniversary, right? Like they're really trying to cash in on the Saiyans during these big major celebrations. Sucks we don't get tickets for it on Gold. We don't know that. We don't know that. Like that's an assumption. We're assuming right there. Yeah, Arrows. This is. I do honestly think this is very wise for global players. It depends on if you have characters on the banner rainbowed though, because remember you have to have the character rainbowed first before you can exchange the unit for coins. So I mean, if you've got no units rainbowed, it doesn't matter. But if you've got a lot of featured units rainbowed, you do not want to summon, dude. It's just not a good idea. They could join the two versions together. We will see. Best global W all year, although that's not tough, right? Yeah, but yeah. You're not summoning on the banners either way, but if like SCR Bojack or Int Gogeta's featured, you can get them with coins. Okay, well, I mean, if you're, maybe saving because of coins or something like that, sure. Yeah, I agree with this guy, with Board right here. Yes. This is not card art. Like, this is art that is already in game, and this does not look like card art to me. This does look like it's from a super attack animation. I agree with that. What, dude? I can't stand y'all. Like, well, okay. At the very least, like, Baby is like a Saiyan. Like it's Baby Vegeta, right? Like he goes gold in grade 8 and stuff like that. But it's like, dog, like I am tuning y'all out. No, god damn it. We just got 60. As soon as I get done recording these videos, I'm hopping right in Nano's DMs. And I'm going to put like a winky face or some shit. I'm going to just put a gif of like Vegeta in there. And Nano knows exactly what I am talking about. Yes, bring on the hype, my boy. Saiyans, here we go. Finally. Oh, because you know what? You want to know how many Tapions are on the friends list right now? You know the answer to that. You know how many Pycons are on the friends list right now? You know the answer. You know how many of these guys are going to be on the friends list? Exactly. Again, you know the answer. They're going to be all over the place. Whereas Pycon, Videl, Tapion are not. So that's, if they're going to keep spamming these like low hype characters, we need that friend system update for real. Like, it's got to happen. Like, if that happens too, then it becomes less of an issue too, right? Oh boy, Demetrius. All right. Let me see. Hate it because every time we get a shared celebration goal first, it completely screws up our schedule. Okay. All right. So, here's the thing. When they do a global first, and it's like only on global, yes, they do typically seem to mess it up, but it seems to me that when it's on both versions at the same time, sometimes they do cut like some content, right? Like Saiyan Day 2020 is like, it is at this point going down as like easily one of the worst global shafts ever. Like it's like, that is just the gift that keeps on giving to global, right? Because the reason global is missing 10 extreme super battle road stages right now is because of Saiyan Day 2020 for global. But here's the thing. I just like, this is an assumption. We're just automatically assuming that this celebration is going to be subpar because it's global and JP at the same time. We don't know, right? That we've got to wait for. I see no reason to be pessimistic about this. Honestly, I don't, right? Like, I understand, again, this is me, I'm on JP, right? I play JP. JP has been absolutely fire, pure flames in 2021. It's been the opposite for global players, so I understand the pessimism, but I'm going to be stunned if this shit is not, like, amazing for both versions, not just JP. Yep, content for both versions. Global doesn't have to wait till November. Possible tickets for both versions. Yep. Win. I agree with Paradox, yep. Super hype, awesome. Scare global won't get tickets or discounts. Aha! So we admit that the global tickets are a massive monster global W then, huh? No, obviously, right? But yeah, we'll see. Maybe both versions will get them here. Golden Frieza and Blue Goku. Sure, I mean, this is, yeah, this was my guess 4 years in a row. Yeah. Golden Week, Golden Frieza. Surely this is the year. I don't know. I don't know when they've like Resurrection F, they're just like, yeah, we hate Resurrection F. The Resurrection F story event has not been around since 2017. Like they just completely don't give a shit about Resurrection F, man, at this point. Ethan's going in. Okay. You hate it, Carlos. What? We are coming. Okay, coming from a dual Dokkan Fest, and we're still waiting for anniversary. Global players, some of you guys out there, did you guys know that every single year, JP has a dual Dokkan Festival for New Year's? And then they go right into the anniversary? This is not the first ever back-to-back dual Dokkan Fest ever. Like, I've seen this pop up a few times before I started making this video, too. Okay. This is an interesting point, because typically Global does this thank you celebration in November, right? Massive celebration. Perhaps this is going to be like a huge Global JP Same Time Heroes thing. I mean, I think it very easily could be. Like, I don't know who for heroes. What if we got Blue Gogeta, Hit, and Jiren as a card? Their categories would suck, but it'd be hype. Then we got like Hearts and shit. Like, there's so much Heroes could do. Heroes is how they buff a lot of niche categories too. Like, make Shadow Dragons relevant. Get all like the Xeno Shadow Dragons in there. Get like the black like Dragon Ball Janemba, the Dark Janemba and shit in here. There's so much stuff they could do. Yeah, GT is probably going to start popping off for a while now. It's amazing. Yes, I agree. Love it. Again, they're like Mark. Global probably won't get the new LGE. This is headcanon. He's literally just making this up. There is nothing to indicate this right now. Besides, like, saying, like, Global always gets shafted. That's it. Nothing indicates this whatsoever. Nothing. Step in the right direction. They'll make more money this way. I agree. Although, I guess we'll finish up there. But I do want to add this last point in right here. Monster Strike is at it again. And they're having a collab with Jujutsu Kaisen. Which is Pure Flames, by the way. Check it out if you haven't. That series is really good. But the reason LR Rose Goku Black did not get top grossing on JP was because Monster Strike had a collab with Demon Slayer at the time. So, dude, I would say there's a very high chance this is the #1 on the JP App Store coming up, is Monster Strike. With Jujutsu Kaisen, that's going to be crazy. So, keep that in mind, Global. It might be up to Global to carry top grossing for Dokkan this time. Because this is going to be hard to beat, right? Monster Strike has been around for a long time. It's always top 10. And then a Jujutsu Kaisen collab. Whew. So, we'll see. Let me know what you guys think of, again, the Dual Dokkan Fest coming. Right now, the main point of this video I wanted to get out was let's wait and see. Right? I think we'll probably get the Twitter reveals. Oh, I'm literally about to go take a nap right now. Because I expect the Twitter reveals 9:46. Actually, hold on. Let me pull up. But basically what they've done for the last, like, a bunch of major units, I don't know what the significance is of 9:46 or, like, 8:46 or whatever, but that's what they've been doing. They've just been dropping, like, the unit info at that time exactly. I am expecting that to come tonight at 9:46. Let me just pull up the last one, which is who? LR Tapion? Y'all are just gonna have to take my word for it that the other ones came out. Yeah, here you go. Okay. LR Tapion was at 9:30. So I'm expecting like around like 9:30-ish tonight, 9:46, something like that, over on JP Dokkan, or on the JP Twitter, we're going to see the units start to be tweeted out. I think later on tonight, we're probably going to get the data download on both versions, Twitter reveals on both versions. I think everything is going to be put in the data tonight, and I think the banners are going to be dropping, yeah, I guess the 2016 and 27, maybe, yeah, I think, whatever, whenever exactly they're dropping. I think the data download and Twitter reveals are going to be tonight. So Let me know what you guys think of these two. Thanks for watching. I will tell y'all, listen, Saiyans equals yes, sir, for me.